All right. No, so good evening. Good evening, everyone. So welcome to our class. Okay, no. So in this lecture, we're going to. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, we're going to discuss the second lecture for the CO513 microprocessors and microcontrollers. So this lecture is all about the ARM V7 DE1 SoC input and output devices. Okay. So, what is an ARM V7 DE1 SoC? Okay, so an ARM V7 DE1 SoC, this is basically an educational development platform, okay, built around the Intel Cyclone 5 system on chip. Okay, so actually, in the university, we have development kits available. Okay, physically, no, itong mismong DE1 SoC natin, no. So, meron tayo sa school. Okay, if you're interested, no, so I think we can use it, no. Okay, just need a proper request because it's not really in the engineering but rather in the ano no CAIN, which is the Center for Artificial Intelligence and Nanotech ng TUP. Okay, but yeah, we can use it, no. So pwede natin siya gamitin. So this one, ito mismo yung ano no, development kit natin na nasa web interface no ng CPU later. So whatever that you can see in the CPU later is actually can be found also here. Okay? So yeah, on CPU later, so meron tayong mga input output devices, and actually these input output devices later on, you can see that it is memory map. Okay? So we're going to explain the concept of memory map IO devices in a short while. So here are the peripherals that can be found on the ARM-V7 DE1 SoC board. So we have memory regions, basic I/O devices, communication interfaces, timers, multimedia, and system controllers. Okay, so what is a memory map I/O? So memory map I/O is a fundamental concept in embedded systems programming and computer architecture used to interact with hardware peripherals. So the idea is that if you want to access, okay, or use several input and output devices on our board, so you just need to modify, okay, or change the contents of certain parts of the memory. So like papalitan natin yung value, okay, ng certain contents ng memory, and that will corresponds to controlling, no? Okay, the input and output devices that we have. Okay? So, such input-output devices, we have seven segment displays, switches, push buttons, okay, LEDs, and among others. Okay? So, here are the ano no, different addresses. Kasi 'di ba we mentioned that these are memory map. Like for example, let's have it here. If you want to use LEDs, so we have 10 LEDs in our development board. So the LEDs are mapped to this memory addresses. So, this memory addresses, check niya yung content niya. Okay? So, uh, this is an address. Take note that this is an address, no? This is not value. So, this is the address. Okay? And in this particular address, check natin yung value. Like, for example, if the value of that bit, for example, is 1, and then the LED will become 1. It will turn on as 1. Okay, so that's the idea. So here you can find in this PDF all the necessary uh, memory map, okay, regions. Okay, but also you can also see it later. No, I will show it to you. No, pagdating natin sa CPU later. So every content of this is actually indicated, or it's actually can be seen on the CPU later itself. Okay, so just browse to the different memory map devices. Okay. So we actually have this is actually a short lecture. So we're just going to run through the different programming demonstrations, and then you will do your programming assignment too. Okay? All right. So I think we can just proceed to the CPU later, no, para mas makita natin yung program. Okay. So let's proceed. All right. So here's our CPU later. So I think it can be seen na. Yes, hopefully. All right. So this is the programming demonstration one. All right. Okay, no? So, I'm just going to show to you, no, ano yung nangyayari, okay, before I explain how it is coded. Okay? So, let's just gonna compile and load this one. Okay? So, it succeeded. Okay? So, it works. Okay. So, not like before, no, na during the first lecture wherein we are learning how to code on assembly. So, kaya tayo step into or step over. So, dito guys, we will just run this one. So, we'll just press continue, okay, to make it work. Now, in this particular demo is I would like to show kung paano gumamit ng input and output devices. So, in the physical board, makikita niyo siya talaga as in may mga switches and may LEDs tayo. Okay, may 7 segment, no? All right. But here, it's just ano no, it's just an interactive interface. Like for example, these are the switches that we have. It's labeled from 0 to 9. Now, the program is written to have to read whatever is in the switch or whatever data na meron tayo sa switch, and then it will be reflected in the LEDs. Like if I will push or turn on the switch, no, so yun, magla-light yung LED na yun. Similarly, if let's say on natin switch 5, no, so the fifth LED will also light up, okay, or the fourth LED will also light up. Okay? So, 6 pala, sorry. Yung pang 6 LED will also light up. So, if I hit the switch 9, it will also light up. So, yun. Very simple, ano guys, no? Very simple na program. So, let me just stop here. Okay, now, let us study. Okay? What is this program all about? Okay? So, as always, no? So, we have the global dot start, that global underscore start. So, again, what this does is that the global here, okay, tells us or makes this label start, okay, visible to any linkers outside our program. Kumbaga, ito yung magiging entry point if a certain, let's say, certain other external programs would like to use, no, our program here. So, this is where it will actually start. No, kaya siya global. So, bali, ito yung entry point, no, ng ating program. Okay. So, as you can see here, no, you'll be introduced with the new command here, that EQU. Okay, so what it does is that it defines constants, or you can remember that EQU as equates. Okay, no? So this define constants for memory map, okay, IO addresses. So yung mga memory map IO addresses natin, actually, yung mga base address basically, okay, it can be found here, no? So sa devices list. As you can see, no, for the switches, that is from FF200040 up to FF20004F. Okay? So we just need to load the base address and we'll increment from there, no? So if you still remember during the lecture, first lecture, okay, on learning how to deal with assembly. So, ayun. Pwede kasi tayong ano no, kasi pwede tayong mag-increment sa next. So we just need to save the base address. So we turn this as switch base, and we call this as LED base because yeah, the LED ito 'yon, FF20000. So yung base address na 'yon, ilalagay natin sa LED base. So what happens is that instead of writing the memory map addresses from over and over again whenever we want to use it, okay, we'll just use the word switch base and LED base. So this is not really mandatory. However, instead of hard coding, no, these addresses throughout the program, we may want to use no meaningful names. Okay, this makes our code actually readable. Okay, and of course more maintainable. All right. Okay. So what next? What's next is okay. So ito yung start. Okay, so ibig sabihin ito yung start ng program natin basically. That global is actually again telling that's a start is the entry point, and basically this is where we're gonna start our program. Okay, so for the first one here, we have LDR R0, okay, which is equal sa switch base. So what it does is that it just loads the address of the switch base, which is the FF200040 to R0. Okay? So we need the switch address in a register, okay, to read it from. Okay, no? So the equals here is just an instruction that means that we're gonna load, no, whatever represented by the switch base, basically. Okay? So yun yung equals. Okay? Alright? Alright. So, similar, ganun din yung ginawa natin sa LDR R1. Dito naman natin nilagay yung base address ng LED. Alright? So, LDR is storing, no? I mean, uh, we store in the register, okay, the base address. Okay? So, in-store natin dun sa register R1 and R0 yung base address. Now, we enter the main loop. Okay? So, it's just a label. Okay, main loop. Okay, ano yung ginawa natin sa main loop? Okay, so first we have the here LDR, R2, and then R0. So basically, what it does is that it reads this is an indirect addressing, right? So instead of storing the value of R0 itself to R2, so what means is that whatever data R0 is holding, which is the switch base, okay, it will be loaded to R2. Okay? So, this performs a memory read from the hardware. So, again, the brackets here mean that read the address stored, okay, read from the address stored in R0. Okay? All right. So, next naman is yung STR R2 R1. So, what it does is that it writes, okay? So, it stores, okay, the value in R2, okay, to the memory address in R1. Okay? So, basically R1 basically is the LED, okay, LED base address. So, basically whatever the content ng R2, okay, ay isusulat niya or ilo-load niya doon sa address pointed by R1. Okay, not really yung content ng R1 yung mapapalitan, but rather yung kung nasaan yung ano no, address pointed by R1. So again, this is indirect addressing pero storing. So basically what happens is that 'di ba? Una, ini-store natin sa R2 yung laman ng switch. Okay? Yung data na nasa switch. And then, from the switch, okay, i-write natin o i-copy natin whatever that content papunta naman saan? Sa LEDs. Okay? Then next, we have here the B main loop. So, branch to main loop, meaning to say, uulit-ulit lang siya. Okay, so what it does is actually it creates an infinite loop so that the program will continuously read the switches and write the LEDs. Okay, so paulit-ulit lang siya. Okay? So, wala siyang condition, 'di ba? Yung B is it doesn't have any condition. It will just jump to the main loop. Ito yung na-mention natin before. I think it's towards the end of the demonstrations in writing the assembly itself. Uh, Ginawa natin siya in such a way guys na ano no. Ito talaga yung usual practice na magke-create tayo ng infinite loop okay para hindi mag-terminate yung program natin no, especially na ginagamit natin siya. So just like if we're gonna run this one, so it will continuously yan as mapapansin niyo no, it is ano no continuously looping, right? So if I will press this one, okay, remember that ito ngayon, itong data ng nasa switch, okay, uh, it is loaded now in the R2. So like pag pinress ko to, naka-load yan sa R2, okay, and then yung data na nasa R2 will be written on the address, okay? I mean, in the memory location pointed by the address of R1 which is the LED base. Okay? So ayan guys. All right? So I hope that's clear. Okay, for the program one? Yes? Yes. Okay. Sige. All right. Okay. Right. So everything no will be in the GitHub naman and the recording of the video will also be there as well. Okay? All right. Sige. So now we move on sa next one. So for a moment. All right. Okay, so that's it, no? Okay, so now let's move on sa next program natin, guys. Okay, so this is the programming demonstration 2. So, let us see first, no, what is happening in this particular assembly program. Okay, guys. So let's compile and load. Okay, I think this works. So let's just continue. All right. So there's an LED here already lighted, okay, on the LSB of the LEDs. Now, if I will press this switch, okay, look what happens, no? So it moves to the right. Okay, no? So parang nag-aano siya, no? Nagbi-blink siya towards the right. Okay, so nag-loop siya. And then if I will press this again, so what happens is, okay, it will stop, no, in a particular location. Now, if I'll just press this again, no, so it will resume moving. Okay? So very simple, no? So very simple yung nangyayari sa kanya. Okay. So let's just stop this first and tingnan natin, no, kung paano siya pinogram, no, in the assembly. Okay? So again, what we did here for the first part is since we are utilizing the LEDs again and the switches, so we will just store the base address, okay, of the switch and the LED on LED base and SW base. Again, this is done, okay, para maging readable, no, yung ating code. All right? Okay. So now there's another one here called the LED mask. Okay, LED mask. So what is this LED mask here? Okay, no? So, the LED mask, okay? So, what's the purpose, no, of the LED mask? Okay, so the LED mask, okay, defines a mask value 0 x3ff, or basically this is ano siya, no? 10 bits of 1, 10 bits na naka 1. Okay, so the purpose of the mask is actually to ensure na yung magagalaw lang natin is the 10 bits, no, for the LEDs. Okay? Because remember, these are memory map devices. So, ibig sabihin, no, yung katabi niyang memory, maaaring hindi na yun LED. And if somehow, okay, within the program, nagalaw natin siya, it will cause some errors. Okay, by having this LED mask, so it ensures that everything else is zero, napapansin nyo rito, except for the last 10 bits, which is yung LEDs. Okay? So this ensures that we can only affect the 10 LEDs and we don't accidentally write to other bits, okay, that might control a different hardware. Because remember, again, this is memory map I/O, and some of the devices, I mean the devices on your kit, okay, will be controlled, no, through the values na nandun sa memory. Okay? All right. Okay. Now, what's next, guys? Okay, after the start, we have the LDR R4. I-store natin sa R4 yung address ni LED base, yung base address ng LED, as well as i-store natin sa R5 yung base address ni switch. Okay, no? So, we use R4 and R5, okay, instead of R0, R1, etc. Because remember, during the lecture last time, we say that the R0 to R3, ito yung ginagamit natin for computation, no? Okay, for some general purpose computation. And kapag we will actually be working with those first three registers, no, to implement our logic. Okay? So, it is a good practice to use higher value registers other than R0, R1, R2, and R3, okay, to store some, yan, in this case, via comment are our pointers. Okay, because remember, di ba, the R4 points to the memory location of the LED, and R5 here, okay, points to the memory location of the switch. Okay. So now, we gonna use R6. Dito natin lalagay si LED mask. Okay? Ayan. So from time to time, we will be using the LED mask. Okay? And we put we actually move one, okay, to R7. Ito yung ano, no? So kung mare-recall nyo during at the start, okay, it sets 'di ba, during the start, yung pinaka dulo ng bit natin, yun yung may 1. Okay? Ayun yung may 1. Alright? So what it does is that it sets the register 7 to 0000001. Bali yung dulo lang yung 1 natin. Yung rightmost LED, which is LED 0, that is the 1. Okay? So, all right. Is it clear? Yes. Now, next naman is minove natin yung 1 sa R8. Then after that, we did the LSL, no? So, logical left shift. Okay? We did this uh nine, basically nine times. Okay? So, this is 9. So, we do it 9 times. Okay, no? So, it starts with 1 dun sa bit 0, and then we shift it to the left 9 positions, okay, to get 0, B1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, wherein bit 9 is set to be 1. So, you might be wondering, sir, why not just assign this as, okay, why not, sir, just assign this na mag 1, sige, i-restart natin, ha? I-restart natin so that i-compile and load natin siya uli. Okay, let's just clear everything first. Let's just, teka, wait lang guys. So let's just clear everything first. Just clear everything first. Okay, and you understand what I'm saying, no? So load natin siya. Okay, so basically, yun yung unang ginawa natin, di ba? Tingnan nyo, no? Yung R4, nandun yung base address ng switch. Okay, and then sa R5, nandun yung, I mean, sa LED yung kanina, ito yung switch. And then sa R6, ayun yung bit mask natin. Okay, tingnan nyo, yung R7, nandun yung naglagay tayo ng 1. Sa R8, maglalagay din tayo ng 1, but after that, we're gonna perform the left shift left, 9 positions, kaya naging ganyan siya. So you might be asking, sir, why not just store directly 200? Okay, yung MOV, okay, operand, okay, limited lang yung immediate addressing kasi natin or immediate storing of values. So hindi tayo makapaglagay actually ng 200, no? By just using the move command. So that is why guys, instead of moving the 200 itself there, okay? So ang ginawa nating class is nag-move tayo and then we make it LSL, no? So nag left shift left tayo 9 positions to be able to achieve that. Okay? So, clear yung purpose niya? Okay, so again, no, the purpose of instead of directly storing the 200 on the register 8, so we just store 1 and move it 9 times. Okay, because, okay, sabi nga natin, we can directly load this value. Okay, because it's a large value and immediate values are tend to be limited. Okay? All right. So next is, okay, so we have the initial state now. Okay, no? So, if we're gonna continue this program, ito yun, no? So, what happens that in the register 0, i-move natin yung content ng register 7. So, the content of register 7 is 1, which is actually reflected there. Okay? Ayan. So, may 1, yun yung 1 na yun. Okay? So, it initializes, no? Yung value na ng register 1 natin, no? To be 1. Register 0 natin to be 1. Okay? So, all right, okay lang? Yes. So, yeah. We now start with the main loop. Okay, so this is our main loop na. Okay, so first we have the LDR R1 R5. So what it does is it reads all the switch values into R1 because remember R5 is again pointed to the switch base address. So binabasa niya ngayon no yung content no. Okay, no? So, we need to check kasi if the switch 0 is on. Because if switch 0 is on, something will happen. If switch 0 is off, okay, something will happen also. Right? Okay, so in this case, naka-off siya. Okay? So, next natin guys is end ng R2, R1, and 1. So what it does is it performs bitwise AND operation with 1. Okay, isolating the bit 0. Okay? So isolate natin yung bit 0. Okay, kumbaga i-store natin sa R2 yung R1, okay, and i-AND natin sa 1. Because ang interest kasi 'di ba, remember that the R1, yun yung switch, right? Yun yung mga switches. And we have 10 switches but we are only interested on the first switch. So yun yung purpose nun, guys. So we add yung R1 sa 1. Okay, para i-ignore na natin yung switches 1 to 9 and we're only interested on the switch 0. Okay? Yan. So, we only care about the switch 0. Okay, and technically we are ignoring, no? Okay, the switch 1 to switch 9. Okay, so yun yung purpose kaya nag-add tayo and in-store natin siya sa R2. Now, we gonna do comparison. If we going to compare R2 with 0. Okay? So, ko-compare natin yung content ng R2 sa 0, which is technically R2 is just only concern or is only focusing on the first bit of the switch, basically. Okay? So, uh, when we compare, so branch EQ, so to switch off. So it means that we're gonna compare R2 to 0. And if it's yes, okay, it will branch to switch SW off or the switch off. Okay? Ayan, no? So, if not, if hindi siya equal sa zero, no? So, it will just continue. So, siguro it's fitting that we look on the switch off first, no? Before tayong tumuloy. So, let's look at the SW off. Okay? So, sa SW off, makikita natin dito, guys, we have what? Okay, no? So, we have the BL show LED. Okay, so yung show LED, okay, so if we move to the show LED, so basically BL show LED, so this is branch with link, right? So ginagawa natin to before, okay, during our learning of the assembly language, no, yung first module natin. Okay? So, when we do this, no, so BL actually saves the return address as a link register. Okay, then jumps to the show LEDs or show LED subroutine. Okay? So, we do this because i-exit natin siya later on and we're gonna use the link register address to actually go back, okay, to where we started. Okay? So, ayan, no? So, ano yung show LED natin? So, yung show LED, so let's look at the show LED muna. So, what it does is it adds R3, it adds R0 and R6 and store it to R3. Again, R0 and R6, no? So, bakit natin ginagawa yon? So, what it does is that it masks, okay, yung R0 with the LED mask to ensure that we will not be able to touch other datas. Because remember, 32 bits, no, yung raman ng register natin, and we only need we only need the 10 bits for the LEDs. So, yeah. Okay? 'Di ba nare-recall nyo may LED mask tayo na ginawa kanina which is panay zero siya. Sa 32 bits, zero lahat except sa last 10 bits. Okay? Ayun, no? So, mahalaga yun guys because the size of our word here is 32 bits and maaari, no, there's a possibility that we might overwrite other things that we don't want to be overwritten. So, we just make sure na maging zero sila. Okay? Alright. Now, R3. Ano ba yung nasa R3? Okay? So, ano yung nasa R3 natin? Yan. So, basically, yun, no? So, yung content nung R0, okay? Which is the original pattern ng LED natin right ngayon, no? Ngayon, as of now. Okay? Yung original pattern natin na naka 1. Okay. And then, what this one, yung R3 natin, which is naka-mask na. So basically, yung pattern natin kanina, tapos ima-mask natin siya. Okay? 'Di ba? Remember, yung currently na value ng R0 is yung nasa R7. Yung nasa R7 kanina is yung original pattern ng LED natin na puro zero lahat, 1 yung una. And then, ang gagawin natin dito is, since nasa R3 na siya, naka-mask na rin to. So, yung R4 is basically, again, this is an indirect addressing. So, yung R4 is the LED base address. So, whatever, hindi yung base address mismo yung papalitan natin, but rather, yung address pointed, no, by the base address. So yung memory location na yun, ilalagay natin doon yung laman ng R3 which is ito nga. Kaya nakita natin guys sa umpisa umiilaw siya. Since tapos na yung subroutine natin, no? So magba-BX na tayo, so mag-exit na tayo sa LR. So yung LR natin na naka-store dito, it will make us go to this VL very slow delay. So what is the VL very slow delay? So the VL very slow delay, okay, so titingnan natin dito. So what happens dito sa very slow delay is again, we utilize R3. Ang ilalagay natin dito is just ano no, a number here. Okay? Ayan. So 2 million actually yung ilo-load natin sa kanya. Okay, so yung 2 million ilo-load natin sa kanya and then magsasubtract tayo ng 1, no? Doon sa kanya. Gets? Now, kapag ka nag-equal na siya sa 1, I mean, hanggat hindi pa siya equal sa 1, tuloy-tuloy lang siya. So, kasi nangyayari dito. Dito sa very slow delay is that every cycle, no? Okay, kasi remember, this is a CPU, so every instruction here is executed by the clock period. No? So, sabihin natin 1 millisecond. So, every 1 millisecond, okay? Pero actually, hindi siya 1 millisecond, eh, no? Mas mabilis pa sa 1 millisecond. Magsasubtract siya ng 1. Agad hindi pa siya equal sa 1, di ba? DNE. Okay? Okay? Ayan, hanggat hindi pa siya equal sa 1. Hindi, actually, ito, BNE 1B, this is 0 actually. No? So, again, what happens here is we load 2 million into R3, okay, and creates a local level 1. Ito yun yung 1, sorry. Okay? So, hindi siya 1B, no? So, ang mangyayari dito is, hanggat hindi pa siya equal sa 0, okay, no? So, balik lang siya ng balik dito sa may label na 1. Okay, no? So subtracts 1 from R3, branches back to label 1B, okay? 1 backward if not 0. Okay? When it reaches 0, no, so it will branch out, okay, LR, no, so babalik tayo dun sa program natin kanina, which is this one, and then we're gonna jump at the main loop. Okay? We're going to jump at the main loop. So balik tayo dito. Okay? So, nagets guys? All right. Okay. So para sa yung very slow delay, no? So actually very slow delay, no? So once I turn this one on, so makikita niyo yung purpose ng very slow delay, no? So basically kasi kapag hindi tayo nagkaroon ng delay, so hindi niyo makikita to guys, no? So sobrang bilis niya. It cannot be seen by the eye. Hindi natin makikita na lumilipat-lipat siya. Like akala natin nag-stay lang siya sa isang position pero lumilipat-lipat na pala siya. Okay? So without this very slow delay. Okay? O, sige, no? So, paano pag naka-on na siya, no? So, let's study what will happen pag naka-on na yung switch 0. So, remember dito, no? So, we have here, no? Iko-compare natin uli yung R0 natin with 0. Okay? If not, okay, sorry, this one. Okay. So, if this is not equal, okay, if this is not equal to 0, like in this one, di siya equal to 0, di ba? So, it will not jump to the switch off subroutine, but rather it will continue here to the show LEDs. So, ang mangyayari dito ay ipapakita niya na yung LED natin. Okay? Ayan. So, basically kanina, bali kanina, ito pa lang, yung unang pattern pa lang. And then, we gonna move to slow delay, very slow delay. So, like, sige makita ko lang. Select nandito yun kanina, di ba? So, ngayon, pag winan natin siya, so, kung naka-1 na siya, guys, no? So, papakita niya yung LED. So, lalabas to na naka-red siya. Okay, and then it will have the very slow delay. And upon doing the very slow delay, boom. Teka lang. Okay, ulit Upon doing the very slow delay, for example, ayan. Teka lang guys, no? Hindi ko ma-timingan eh, no? So, upon doing the very slow delay, ayan, lumipat na siya doon. Gets? So, naka-1 pa rin yun, ha? So, after the very slow delay, it will move here. Okay? Because after the very slow delay, what will happen is we're gonna shift the pattern of R0 by LSR, so it will go to the right. Since nandito na siya sa dulo, so mag-wrap around lang siya dito. So, yun. Kaya ang ginamit natin ay LSR, no? Not LSL. Okay? Ayan. Tapos, i-compare natin again, okay, kung equal na ba siya sa 0. Okay? Kung equal na ba sa zero yung R0. So, because if na, I mean, kung equal na ba yung R0 sa R0, they actually, ano no? Mali pala, no? So, ignore what I said. No, kasi to the right nga pala yung mangyayari. Sorry. So, ulitin ko ha? Yung explanation. Sige. So, ganito. Ayan. Ulit. Alright. So, ito yung initial, di ba? Now, if igawin ko tong one guys, okay, no? So, yung original beat pattern natin, isi-shift natin sa right, tapos i-compare natin kung zero na ba tong LED na to. Okay? Because, I mean, if zero ba to? Because if this is zero, no, so it will go to the main loop. Okay, but if it's not zero, okay, ang mangyayari guys is yung R8, which is yung 1 yung dulo, i-move natin dito sa R0. Gets po? So, bali ang mangyayari dito is pagka winan natin siya, ayun, napunta siya doon. Tapos, mag-shift right lang siya ng mag-shift right after several delay. Okay, na-gets? Kumbaga, yun yung mechanics nung pang-wrap around natin. So, kasi di ba remember yung R8 natin, one itong pinakadulo na LED. So, basically, pag na-detect natin na nasa dulo na siya, so yung next natin, mawawala ito. Pag nag-zero na ito, okay, magiging 1 na yung kabila. Okay, kumbaga, ipapalit niya yung laman ng R8. Gets, guys? Like, we're gonna shift it to the right. Pag na-shift natin sa right, mawawala na siya, 'di ba? Kasi ma-shift right, so zero yung lalabas. If that is zero, okay? Uh, if not equal pala, if that's not equal to zero, no, so babalik lang tayo dito sa taas. But if it is, equal to zero, no, so i-move natin siya para pag nawala, pag nag-zero na to, ito na yung magwa na next. Tapos shift right lang every so and then sa delay. Okay? And then, ayun, no? So, it will not go down here because after niyang gawin ito, it will branch the main loop tapos ulitin na naman yung ginawa natin kanina. Okay? So, that's how this program works. Okay? Yan, no? So, you may explore, okay, with this one, no? So, change the different bits and everything so that you'll understand what is happening. Okay? All right. No. So actually now we are done with the second programming demonstration. So, okay lang guys? Yes. Okay, no? So let us proceed sa third one. Yan. So this is the last one, no, of our programming demonstration. Okay? So, all right. So, ano yung ginawa nito? Demo ko muna guys, no, kung ano yung nangyayari dito. So, let's compile and load. Okay, so I think this works. So I will continue. I will press continue. And napansin nyo guys, eto no. So in this particular programming demo, no, so we are utilizing the seven segment displays, okay, of our uh DESOC. Okay? So, in this program, ang ginawa ko dito, guys, is I will be using the 8, okay, bits, okay, nung ating switch. So, mula 0 hanggang 7. So, we're going to use that. Okay, whatever is indicated here, okay, will be reflected to the 7 segment in binary. Like for example, no, kung nare-recall nyo, paano ba ang 9 sa binary? So, yung 9 sa binary is 1001, right? So, this is 1001. Okay, so this is 9. And then the next 4 bits, ang kinokontrol naman niya ay yung second 7 segment. So, let's say, ano ba yung letter F? So, yung letter F ay puro 1 yun, right? 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so we have the F9. We have the F9. Okay? So, yun guys, no? So, basically, para siyang hexadecimal to 7 segment decoder. Okay? Yeah, no? So, or encoder. So in this case, halimbawa, I want A. So ito yung A, di ba? 1010. So 1010. Let's say A1. So this is the A1. Okay? Or the B1. This is the B1. Okay, guys? Ayan, no? So, now-control natin yung 7 segment natin. So, stop natin, no? So, let us look, no? How are we able to control the 7 segment? So, same lang din nung process natin kanina. Okay, so, ang ginawa natin, guys, is that sa switch base, no? In-store natin yung switch base address. But this time, instead of LED, so what we store is the 7 segment base address. So, makikita po natin yun dito, no? So, 7 segment display. So, this is the base address, no, of the 7 segment display. Okay? So, yun, no? So, dalawa siya kasi yung, ito, no? Yung ibang mga 7 segment display. Okay? So, bale, ito yung first three, I think, and then the next three, no, na 7 segment. So, in terms ng base address. So, basically, if you want to control the first three, so you're gonna use the first base address. If the next three, yung next na 7 segment base address. Okay, no? So, okay, so start, no? So, yung mga LDR natin, so what it does is, uh, okay, actually this is not the best practice. So usually, 'di ba, yung mga pointers natin, we store it to a higher, okay, higher na register. But in this case, parang nagkamali yata ako, doon ko na siya na-store sa R0, R1 and R2. Doesn't matter naman, no, but hindi kasi yun yung parang best practice natin. Well, anyway, no, so what happens here is that uh it loads, okay, the three addresses, no, the three base addresses, okay, on the registers. So we have here the sa R0, okay, lalagay natin din yung switches. Okay, this is where we're gonna read, no, or we're gonna store, we're gonna read actually here, read to, no, kasi switch to. We're gonna read the switch address, and then R1 is our, this is the 7 segment base address. This is where we gonna write, okay, the this is where we gonna write the display data. Okay, and R2, okay, seg patterns. What is seg patterns? Actually, ito na yung seg patterns natin. So, if you will just, if your aim is just doing the numbers or having the numbers here, you can just copy this. Okay, so ito yung ito yung data para ma-display yung particular value. Like for example, no, 0x3f ang kailangan mo para lumabas yung 0. Basically, ito yung 7 segment pattern. Kunyari, in your application, you don't want the numbers. Like for example, you want a letter. Kasi letter pwede rin dito, right? Okay, like for example, you want letter H. So if you want letter H, you might want to on the F, B, G, okay, E and C. Right? Yun yung gusto mong iyon. So if gusto mo siyang iyon, okay, no? So iwawan mo siya. Okay? Kumbaga, ang mangyayari doon is yung data natin is, 'di ba, F, B, G, E, C. So we have C, E, F, sorry, B, C, E, F, G. So yun yung naka 1 sa iyo and the rest are 0. So i-convert mo sa hexadecimal yun, yun yung magiging value niya. So 32 bits. Okay, guys? So, ayun, no? But if you will just want to use numbers or the hexadecimal, so which is yung 0 to F, you can just copy these seg patterns. So, naka-ano na siya, no? Store na siya rito. So, fix na yon. Like for example, di ba, you want 7. So, A, B, C ang naka-on sa'yo pag you want 7. So, A, B, and C. So, basically, yung 7, A, B, C yung naka-on. Naka-1. Alright? So, yun, ha? Yun. So, yun yung ginawa natin sa R2, no? So, niload natin yung mga seg patterns. Okay? Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yes. Basically hindi yung mismong seg patterns to, no, kasi 'di ba this is ano, no, address. Kumbaga ang nangyari kasi dito is in-store natin in some specific part of the memory yung itong mga data na ito. So basically itong seg patterns is just like ano, no, memory map. No, so kumbaga sa memory nag-map tayo doon na nandun yung data about the 7 segment patterns, no? So basic hindi po natin in-store itong mga ito sa R0 but rather yung address ni seg patterns. Like in this case, no, makikita natin yung address ni seg patterns is nasan to, no? So R2. R2 is nasa 34. So starting 34, no? So if you're gonna look at the memory, so starting 34, ito yun siya, yung mga yun, 'di ba? Ito yung 0, ito yung 1, ito yung 2, ito yung 0, 'di ba? Ito yung 0, 1, 2. Ito yung mga 7 segment natin. Okay, ito yung 7 segment natin. Ito yung mga data na nasa seg patterns actually. Kaya yun yung mga yon. Starting sa memory, 34. This is 30, 34. Okay? Alright. So, ganun yung ginawa natin, no? So, seg patterns just the memory pointer. Okay, but not really na ini-store natin yung values do sa register 2. Hindi kasya yun, no? 32 bits lang yung kayang hawakan ni register 2. Okay, now let's start with the main loop. So what happens here is sa R3, okay, babasahin natin yung ano no nasa tawag dito laman nung memory pointed by or memory I mean nasa laman ng memory pointed by R0 address. And R0 is the switch. Like 'di ba ito yung ito ngayon yung nasa switch ko, okay? No, so kasi pag pinindot ko to, yung specific location okay, na nasa memory natin ay magbabago. So basically, nako-control natin 'yon, no, via this, no. So if I will press this, the memory location, the data in the memory pointed by the switch will change. So babasahin 'yon ni R3. Maloload ngayon sa R3 'yon. Okay? So in this case, na-load sa R3, so B1 siya. Okay? B1 yung nandito. At nagkataon lang naman na B1 yun, B1 din yun, no? Okay. Okay, okay lang? Yes. So now guys, we have here, no? Okay, look at this. So, i-add natin, no, yung, bali, i-store natin sa R4 kasi di ba binasa na natin yung laman ng switch. So, ito yung laman ng switch natin, right? Ito yung data na nasa switch natin right now. So, yung R3, add mo siya sa 0xf. So, ano nangyari doon? Ba't in-add mo siya sa 0xf tapos in-store natin siya sa R4? So, we did that because in this particular application, the first four switches controls the LED, right? I mean, controls the seven segment. We only need the first four. We don't need this one, okay, to control the first seven segment. Kaya imamass uli natin siya. So, yung 0xf kasi guys, this is puro 0 and the last four bits are 1. Okay, no? So, pag inand mo siya kay R3 at in-store sa R4, so basically, ang laman ng R4 technically is the first for switch. Okay? First for switch. Okay, guys? Yes. Now, this one is interesting. What is this? R5, okay, bracket R2, R4, LSL2. Okay, so what it does? So, it loads from address R2 plus R4 times 4. Okay, why? Bakit ganun? No, so this is ano no, ang tawag natin dito 'di ba is index addressing. And remember, yung R2 is actually the seg patterns. Okay, the seg patterns. So, R2 equals the base address dun sa pattern table natin. And then R4 is the index no from 0 to 15. Because remember, di ba, the R4 is actually the values of the first four switches. Okay? So, LSL2, ibig sabihin ng LSL2 is we will multiply this by 4. Okay, bakit by 4? Kasi by 4 yung ano, by 4 yung table entry natin ay 4 bytes. Okay, 4 bytes kasi yan, 'di ba? Each of these are 4 bytes or one word in this case. Okay? So nagegets ba? So basically halimbawa, no? For example, sige, let me change this, no? Ayan, halimbawa, okay, let's say this is this is yan, no? Ayan, ayan siya. Okay, eto siya. So, the current content of R4 here is 4, right? So, this is 4 because bali ang ano niya ay 0010. Ang 0010 ay 4. Ngayon, yung 4 na yun, okay, yung 4 na yun, guys, is ita times ano natin, ita times 4 natin. So, pag times 4 natin siya, ibig sabihin mula dito sa isa, gagalaw tayo ng 4. 1, 2, 3, I mean, mula dito, no, sa base natin, gagalaw tayo ng 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. O, yun, 4. So, kaya iilaw si 4. I mean, gagayahin niya yung 4. Okay? Yan, no? So, halimbawa, no, 5 yung laman nito. Okay? Ito yung 5, di ba? So, teka, continue ko, no? Yan, ito yung 5. So, yung laman ng R4 natin currently ay 5 because the interpretation of 1010 is actually 5. So, yung 5 ngayon, ang gagawin natin dito, times 4 natin yon. So, basically, gagalaw tayo ng I mean times 4 siya, so 20, or basically gagalaw tayo ng 5 from here. Kasi nga 'di ba, remember that every step dito is by 4. So like bali 20, no? So bali nagagets ba? This is 0. So this is 4. This is 8. This is 16. Parang ganun, no? So and then this is 20. Ulit ha. So bali, okay, so bale ang mangyayari dito is yung seg patterns address natin plus 20 bytes. So, 'di ba ito yung initial niya? So, 20 bytes, no? Gagalaw tayo ng 20 bytes. Ito, isang galaw nito 4 bytes. So, bali 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Ito yung 20 bytes. So, papunta tayo dito sa part na ito. Okay, so yun yung nangyari dito, guys. Okay? So basically, ang ginagawa natin is that we write, okay, in R5. Remember, R5 is uh, actually wala pa siya, no? Temporary memory location pa lang siya. So basically, tandaan nyo na laman ngayon ng R5 is ito, pointed na siya dito. Ito yung laman niya. Yung 0x6D. So yung R5 natin, no? So 6D na yung laman niya. Okay? 6D na yung laman niya. So same logic din, pero dito naman yung bits 4 to 7 naman ng switch. Basically ito 4 to 7, yung upper 4 bits naman. Pero same process din yung gagawin. So bale i-extract natin siya, i-mask natin siya in such a way guys na ano no, yung upper 4 bits lang yung kukunin natin. And then i-store natin siya sa R6. Okay? Yan. Tapos, yung R7 is basically, again, from the switch base. So, di ba, laman, yung content na yun, halimbawa, i-continue natin to. So, like, ang nakalagay dito is, yeah, let's say 7. So, 7 yung laman ng, ano guys, 7 laman na currently ng R6. So, bali yung 7 na yun, okay, ita-times natin ng 4. So, 7 times 4 is 28. So we from R2 we will move 28 bytes. So 4, 8, 16, 20, 24. Ay ulit nga. This is 'di ba 0? So ito ay 4, 8, 6, 12, 16, 20. Ay, mamali-mali ako ng bilang. Ulit ah. So this is 4, tas this is 8. Okay, this is 12, this is 16, this is 20, this is 24, and this is 28. So basically, ang mangyayari is may store kay uh, R7 yung data na para umilaw yung 7 which is 0x7. So makikita nyo guys ngayon na nasa R7 natin ay 0x7. Okay? Okay. So, ayun yun, yung 7 dito. Okay, ito yun, yung 7 na yun, no? And then, what we do here is that, we do here is, i-combine na natin siya. Ko-combine na natin yung dalawa. 'Di ba kanina nasa R5 'yon, ito nasa R7, pero ito ngayon, bakit ka nag-LSL, sir? So kasi 'di ba originally nandito siya, yung 7 na 'yon, tapos i-move lang natin siya upward para pag kinombine natin tong dalawa, yung R6 at R7, sorry, yung R5 which is yung D and yung R7 which is 7, pag pinag-combine natin siya, it will now be reflected on the 7 segment. Okay? Bali, tingnan nyo, yung OR guys is kino-combine natin yung current na laman ng R7 tsaka nung R5. Remember, R5 is yung 7 segment data na magpapailaw sa first 7 segment and yung R7 naman, okay, doon nakalagay yung magpapailaw sa sa ano no, sa second 7 segment. Kaya lang we need to move this one, we need to shift this, okay, with a certain bit kaya nag-LSL tayo. Okay? Bali parang ang mangyayari, magiging bits na siya ng 8 to 15, bits 8 to 15. Because yung kanina is bits from 0 to 7. Tapos i-OR lang natin siya. And then eventually, yung laman ng R8 natin na ito ay ira-write natin or isusulat natin sa address pointed by R1. Okay? And then we're gonna branch back to the main loop, okay, infinitely. So basically parang itong program na ito is similar dun sa first demo natin. Kaya yung first demo natin is just simple switch and then to LEDs. Minamap natin sa LEDs. Dito nagkaroon pa tayo ng another mapping and adjusting, okay, of the memory para itong mga seg patterns natin ay mag-reflect sa 7 segment. Okay? All right. Okay. No, so actually, yeah, that's it, no? Uh for this session. Okay? So, you have the programming assignment 2. And yung programming assignment 2 natin a little bit challenging. So, siguro I'll give you some weeks. Okay, more weeks no to accomplish that. And yun, no? So, we have completed two very advanced programming assignments. And I think that will do no for this semester. Okay? So, ganun pa rin no para sa programming assignment 2. You just need to uh, solve it, no? And record nyo siya, guys. Okay? And then upload, no? And submit to me the GitHub link repo. All right? So, yeah, I think that's it, guys, for this session. Okay? So, thank you, everyone. Okay, for attending and listening. So if you have some questions, guys, no, so you can ask to me. Sa GitHub natin, available naman yung lahat ng materials. All right? Sige, thank you, everyone. And message na lang, guys, no? If there are some concerns. Okay? Sige, thank you.